Hello and welcome back to Modded Minecraft Feed the Bees. This episode we're going to be taking a deep dive into a mod called Natural Aura. Basically, last episode we were trying to find a pig, and it turns out they're really hard to find. We couldn't find a single one, but there is a way for us to craft a pig. So deep within Natural Aura there is a block called a birthing ritual. It's like a weird thing, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that means that this episode we're going to take a deep dive into Natural Aura and find out how the whole mod works. So, let's take a look. Now, we originally prepared this area for a different mod that we were going to look into, but it does look like it's actually the perfect size for what we want to do. And luckily enough, the mod is quite fleshed out. It's even got its own book, the Book of Natural Aura. The Guide to Nature's Aura. Great place to start, I suppose. So what is Nature's Aura? Where does it begin? What kind of mod is it? Well, I always put mods into three kind of types, right? You have magic mods, you have tech mods, and then you kind of have natural mods. Basically, magic mods rely on mana as a power source somehow, so think Botania or the spellcasting mods. And then you've got technical ones like Mechanism that need like a power plant and cables. Nature's Aura relies on aura. It's like this ever-present kind of thing that's all around. There's nature in the air everywhere, basically. And there are ways that you can see how much aura is in an area, which we'll get into in a bit. But it's all about trees and botany and magic and that kind of stuff. So where do you begin? Well, first up, let's look in the crafting grid and see if we've got anything from Nature's Aura already. We might have picked up some cool stuff. Oh, hey, look at this. We've got some aura blooms. And if we hold control... Aha! An aura bloom grows in any kind of area where there is grass to be found, blah, blah, blah. And so basically this flower only grows in areas where there's a high amount of aura naturally. Well, I don't know where we picked that up, so I'm not quite sure where that was from. There's also a whole bunch of other plants uniquely associated to this mod. Anyway, let's jump in. So where do you begin? So it all starts with brilliant trees. Basically, you need to make this stuff called brilliant fiber, and you put it into trees, and I think it spreads through the trees and makes all of the leaves into special leaves. The gold leaf. So pretty simple. To start with, we need some gold nuggets, leaves, and grass. In fact, I think we could probably make this already. Now we'll put some basic recipes that we're going to need over here on the left to get going, such as the brilliant fiber, gold leaf, and I think most of the base tokens as well we're going to want to refresh our memory with, but not perhaps the euphoria, terror, and rage ones. They're a bit high level. So we have some saplings, we have some brilliant fiber now, and we have some bone meal. Now I've cleared out a space near to our little platform here so that I can start putting down trees, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, we'll get rid of this one first though. Say your prayers. Actually, no, I can use this tree instead of having to grow one. Why not? So basically you take the brilliant fiber and you splash this around some of the leaves. And what it is supposed to do is spread to other leaves, right? Fairly sure that's how it works. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put down a whole bunch of trees, put down a whole bunch of these golden brilliant fibers into the leaves, and then we can come back later and collect all of the gold leaf. Now, I think you can use any trees for Nature's Aura. I always like to rely on the vanilla trees just because you know they're kind of almost guaranteed to work. But let's try putting this brilliant fiber in something like a mahogany tree. Oh yeah, that works. Wow, golden leaves. Well, let's just, I guess... Oh man, can you imagine? Let's put some golden fiber, some brilliant fiber, into these massive seeker leaves. And then, fingers crossed, we'll come back and we'll have massive trees full of the gold leaf that we need. And there we go, that's all the brilliant fiber spent. Now, I wasn't sure if this stuff does actually spread, but a look at this mahogany tree, and yeah, we only put one leaf in there originally, which was this one, and it has spread to the next one. So this stuff does spread over time, and that's reassuring to know. That means these seeker trees in the background are, before long, going to be dripping with golden leaf. And that's important because this is a really key ingredient to this mod. So let's chop down these trees and gather it all up. Now, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. Basically, not every one of these golden leaves that you break is going to have one of these golden leaves in it. It's like a 50% drop rate. So, you know, it's still quite good though. You really do need to rely on nature spreading it, which is quite nice. I like the idea of nature's aura relying on nature spreading the gold across the trees. That's a cool kind of idea. Okay, compadres, that's all the trees knocked down, and it's a pretty sweet haul. Check it out. More than 2 stacks of golden leaves. So let's get going. Phase 2. So you can craft these gold leaves into gold powder. And this is kind of like a golden redstone kind of stuff. And I'll paint it on the ground now to show you what it does. You can paint it around, yeah, basically like I said, like it's redstone. Pretty cool. Now we almost have everything we need to start our first ritual, and that's going to be the ritual of the forest. Oh yeah, and you know what it's time for? It's time for a multi-block structure. That's right, we need to set up this kind of area right here. We need to set up like some logs around the edge, gold leaf on the middle, and then a sapling right at the center. So we're going to need, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of these wooden stands. No sweat, they're pretty easy to make. Okay, so we've got everything we need. Let's set this bad boy up. And we're going to do it over here where we put down the oak trees earlier because now we have a nice clear open space. So we have a sapling in the middle. We surround that by gold powder. I think it's 1, 2, 3, and then it kind of, yeah, like this. It's not a huge multi-block structure. And then the wooden stands go right on the outside like this, I believe. Do they? Yeah. North, south, east, and west. And then one in between those, which I think is here. Is it there or is it? Yeah, I think it's there. More like a circle than a diamond at least. So everything is in position. What happens now? Basically, the wooden stand doesn't move. These stands are going to stay here forever until we destroy them. But the gold powder and the oak sapling in the middle are consumed. They vanish after we do the ritual. We put certain things on the stands around the edge. We use bone meal on the sapling in the middle, but we'll break this so it doesn't grow too early. We use bone meal on the tree in the middle. It grows, and when it does grow, the tree is consumed, the gold powder is consumed, and we get the item we're looking for. So what items are we looking for? Well, a great place to start is actually these tokens. They're used for all kinds of crafts going forwards, like for example, a token of sorrow is used for a disentangler of mortals, whatever that is, an offering table, which is going to become very important later on, and other things. So we're going to start with a token of fear and a token of sorrow. Amazing. And as you can see here, if we go to the next page, you can see like, an example of how to make a token of joy. Now we have all of these things except one thing, and that's the bottled sunlight. So it's time to make some bottle and cork. Bottle and cork is like a unique thing for this mod pack. And it's pretty simple. You get a bottle and you get any old plank. Boom. And we get 64 because we will need a lot of these. Now I'm going to get some normal bottles as well because what we're going to do next is go around and gather all 3 unique types of bottling auras. Basically, you use a bottle and cork in an area to gather up the aura in an area and put it into a bottle. And when you're in the overworld, you get sunlight. If you're in the nether, you get bottled ghosts. If you're in the end, you get bottled darkness. And I have no idea where bottled substance comes from. And it doesn't even say. If we hold control as well, it's probably just going to say this entry is locked. Yeah, bottled sunlight is the only one that it will tell us how to do. But what's going to be helpful with bottling auras is knowing how much aura is in an area. So let's check the book again. And I think maybe now we've unlocked the ability to craft. Where is it? Natural items. It could be environmental eye. This is it. This is what's going to show us exactly where the aura is. And look at this. It's a super simple recipe as well, using our ritual of the forest. So we've got the gold leaf on either side, like this. Right click on the posts and they go down. Put the spider's eye at the top. Boom. The gold ingot at the bottom, and we're about ready to rock. All we need to do now is put down a sapling and grow that sucker. Bada boom, bada bang. Oh yeah, look at it happen. Our first ritual of the forest. Even old Golem Boy has come to take a look. Oh, and he is super impressed. Do we get a cool sound effect? No. But we do get an environmental eye. Amazing. Now, as soon as this goes into your hotbar, you get an extra thing up in the top left that shows you exactly how much aura is around you. Pretty cool. So now that we have that, and we've got our bottles and corks, we can go and gather some aura. Now we're going to want to preserve the aura around this area here, because we're going to be using the aura here for some cool crafts and things. We don't want to waste that. But check this out. So we're going to zoom over this way, and as you fly around, you'll notice that the aura levels go up and down, kind of. They generally stay at this level, but there are some areas on the map and in the world that are just super high level aura. I mean, look at this. The aura's going up a bit, the aura's going down a bit. There's definitely some fluctuation. Now, if I remember rightly, there was a spot over here that is pretty high level aura. Yeah, look at this. And so you can tell when there's a high level of aura even without the environmental eye, because you get all of these little kind of yellow balls coming up from the ground. And this is a great place to bottle some aura. So we've got our cork and bottle. Boom, boom, boom. A taste of sunlight. So we've got bottled sunlight now. Let's go to the nether and see if we can gather up some of the other stuff. So here we are in the nether, and here we go. We're going to right-click with the bottle and cork to get some bottled ghosts. And you can see up in the top left, the aura around, it's red, but it's still here. Spooky, scary skeletons. My name's David Pumpkins, and I'm going to scare the hell out of you. Okay, so that's step 2. What's step 3? Well, we're going to the end. So, now we're in the end, you'll see why I have normal bottles as well. Because we can use bottles and cork to get darkness. Now, as you can see, look at the aura around. It's going down as I bottle that stuff up, right? And that's why we don't want to use these around our base, where we want to preserve a high level of aura. But also a glass bottle, because when we right-click this, boom, we get imitation air, which is apparently important for Botania, and we do want to hit Botania at some point. So we'll get a whole bunch of these, and hopefully that'll be oh no! No, 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 no. Oh wait, what am I talking about? I'm a beast. I'm a beast, come here. That's right, you're brown bread, mate, you're dead. Oh man, talking of brown bread. I miss bread. And pizza. Anyway, back home. So we've really let the colony kind of, fend for itself recently. And as you can see, we've had a few new colonists visit. We've got Sophie Dickus, of course, probably brother to or sister to Jamie. We've got Tilly Smallpeen. Well, sure. Okay, Tilly. Legolas Fett, a bounty hunter and an elf. And who's this over here? Well, of course, it's obviously Patches Hitler. Patches Hitler. There we go. Patches. Is that the guy from Elden Ring? Is he called Patches? So we return home, having bottled all 3 of these rare kinds of aura. We've got some Botania stuff for later, and we've made our environmental eye charm. Now, what this will have done is unlocked loads new entries in this book. And if we go to entry index, you can see, oh, wait, it hasn't actually unlocked that much. So a great way to see how you're supposed to progress through a mod is go to advancements, and usually you have the mod up here. And down here it looks like we've got Nature's Aura, fantastic. And it looks like we're going okay. So some of the things I'm supposed to have done are Deadly Day, drain enough aura to cause negative imbalance effects. Wait, that sounds pretty cool. Let's try that. But I'm not sure what the deadly effects are, so we're going to get some more bottles and corks and drain another zone pretty close of all of its aura. See what happens then. Amazing. So this is going to be like a bit of a test case. This is like one of those nuclear towns made out of like plastic people, where they drop a nuclear bomb just to see what happens. Well, we're not using a nuke, we're using natural aura, or nature's aura. And we're not using plastic people, we're using real villagers. Although, where are they? There's a beekeeper down there, but that's about it, right? Anyway, bottles and corks until there's no aura left in this zone. Oh, it's getting low. Here we go. Is that it? Come on. Can I drain some more? Oh, no. I think we have to actually drain below 0. It has to go into minus aura, maybe. Okay, so next step is going to be building the natural altar. So there are 2 types of altar. There's the natural altar that you build in the overworld, and this is a multi-block structure that kind of gathers in all the aura in the overworld and uses it again to craft stuff. Then there is also the crimson altar, which is exactly the same thing. It kind of even looks the same, but this is used to get aura to make stuff in the nether. Now this is a simple build, but it's just a bit of a pain, you know? And we're going to need to do a ritual to make the actual altar itself. Okay, so number 1 is a token of joy. If I can remember how that goes, pretty simple. Now when you craft this, you don't just get 1 token of joy, you actually get 2, which isn't really that much, but it's, you know, it's something extra, right? Now I have known this ritual to mess up sometimes. Basically, if the tree grows a bit wrong and it's a bit too short, like this, the ritual just won't work. I'm not quite sure why this is. I think it's something to do with this mod pack and the log not being the second block up. But let's just get another sapling and try again. Oh no! Oh no! What have I done? No! Okay, I'll be right back after I fix this mess. Nature's Aura is a very cool mod. It's not quite as efficient as some of the other mods. In fact, like when I've looked through it, there's been very little that's unique to Nature's Aura that makes it really worth going into. However, what I think is always fun about mod packs that don't use power, they're very accessible early on. Because you don't need any kind of power generation to get it going. You can just start from the beginning and it's very simple. There we go. Like I said, the ritual works, it's just the tree was the wrong shape. So do be careful of that. The materials have gone, poof, vanished, and we should get our tokens of joy. Oh yeah, ode to joy, mother truckers. So now let's make the ritual table. And we come over to this area that I prepared before. Now I promise, before I made this zone, I had no idea we were going to go into Nature's Aura. It's just luck that I made a circle spot that's the perfect size for exactly what we're doing. It's crazy. What are the chances? So here we go. This is the design that you need to do. You can click to visualize, and then if you move to an open hand and right click on the middle block, bam, now it's all in place and we can start putting things down. And this is okay. It's as far as multi-block structures and learning how to build them go, this mod doesn't do it very well. I'm going to be 100% blunt and honest. But it's not too bad. If you turn on hover mode now, you can see that basically, yeah, we can put down, I guess, will spruce planks work? I think spruce planks will work. Any old wooden plank, as long as it's vanilla, I reckon, on these bits. I think the reason why it's so difficult for me to see this and use this kind of like template is because I'm using shaders. Shaders do weird things to lighting, and probably without shaders, this is much, much easier to see. Basically, if you've done this mod without shaders, let me know if what I'm seeing is unique to me with shaders and them looking weird. Because we've had other examples of that as well, with regards to like, oh, remember the RGBs? How most of those peoples are supposed to glow like a rainbow, all the colors. Mine are just a brilliant, brilliant white. It's pretty nuts. There we go. So we also need some chiseled stone bricks, some regular stone bricks, and also we need to mix some brilliant fiber with some stone bricks to get a special kind of Nature's Aura golden stone bricks. No sweat. And there we go, we're very close now. All we need to do is put down the actual altar pillar, and there we go, complete. Fantastic, the natural altar is in position. Now take a look, you can see the aura in the natural altar is going up. But also, pay close attention to the aura bar on the top left of our screen, because as this altar fills up, the aura around us goes down. So there we go, what kind of things can you do with the natural altar? Well, we can find out, right? the natural altar is used for all kinds of things. But we're going to be trying to dodge things that require crumbling catalysts and transmutation catalysts. But that's okay, because the main big thing that we want is an infused iron block. Let's not lose sight of our goal right here, which is to get a pig. So basically, this is the next step in our chain. We need to make an offering table. We can make tokens of fear, we can make tokens of sorrow, but we can't make infused iron ingots until now. Now we can get infused iron ingots by using the natural altar. Well, let's not hang around, let's do it. Oh yeah, look at that green, look at those green chimneys. They're like kind of magical druid chimneys, I love it. So we go to the natural altar, we get a block of iron, and I think we just right click here. Yeah, it floats on the top. It drains some of the aura from the altar to do this, but not too much. And oh yeah, I think we're going to get our infused iron ingot. This is going to be great. Oh, it takes a long time though. And it makes sense, right? A block is much bigger than an ingot. So it's just like smelting it in like a tinker's furnace. It just takes forever. Oof, time for a cup of tea. Ah, there we go. We're well on our way. So what's the next step? The altar of birthing is our goal. The next step in the chain is the offering table. So we need to make a token of fear and a token of sorrow over at this ritual thing. No sweat. So the token of fear requires bottled ghosts from the nether, which we've got. No worries. And sorrow, just some chicken and stuff. This should all be easy to make. Even ghast tears I kind of have. Amazing. Come to me, come to Papa. There's the token of sorrow. Now the token of fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to sorrow. Sorrow leads to joy? I'd watch that movie. Happy Maul and Friends. An offering table? Huge. This is huge. So a quick check back to advancements and you can see, here we are. The offering table gets us the ingots of the skies, which get us to a conversion catalyst, and then down here, the iron factory, which is the infused iron, gets us to all these other things like extraneous fire starters, Kaching aura inventory, which is like a mobile aura power thing, and plot placement, all of the things that you use with this mod. Basically, this mod is very, very cool, but because it uses aura as a power source, and aura is kind of finite and localized to an area, it's honestly just other mods do everything this mod does better. Which is a huge shame. If you want to have a purely eco-green playthrough with no machines, no pollution, then Nature's Aura is a really cool choice. And if you go for that vegan farm, it honestly sounds like a really environmentally friendly, cool way of doing things. But the truth is, just other mods do everything this mod does better, which is a big shame, but, well, one thing it doesn't do is conjure pigs. The only way we can do that is with this mod, so that's good news. So how does the Altar of the Gods work? Well, it's another multi-block structure. However, the knowledge of how to use the Altar of the Gods is locked behind one more thing. Basically, we're going to need some tainted gold ingots. To get tainted gold ingots, we're going to need to build the nether version of the natural altar. So we'll gather the bits that we need, do the ritual, and then head over to the nether to build one there. So it's a mirror image of the nature's altar in the overworld. So much so, in fact, that you use even the same block. You use a natural altar here. There isn't a special crimson one. So it's crimson planks, nether bricks, special nether bricks mixed with brilliant fiber, red nether bricks, and we're done. Okay, let's do it. Oh, look, and it looks like we've got an audience as well. Old zombified piglin here wants us to teach him the ways of Nature's Aura. Well, unfortunately, my friend, you need to subscribe, hit like, drop a comment, and yeah, watch the video, son. Bada bing, bada boom. We have the natural altar completed. As you can see, it's got a cool red glow here in the nether. And if we go to the natural altar and try and put some gold onto it this time, we're going to get something different back in return. We're going to get a tainted gold ingot. Oh yeah, perfect. This is exactly what we need for the birthing ritual. But also getting these gold tainted ingots is a big milestone in the mod pack and in the instructional book, because it's basically going to unlock the next phases for us. Right, so basically, again, the altar of the gods, or rather the offering table, offering to the gods, is another multi-block structure. But the problem is, because it uses like flowers, and flowers, it's so difficult to see where they are on a block. I mean, this just looks like a mess of 2 circles. Luckily enough, through trial and error, I have worked out exactly how this is placed. So let's go home and I can show you. And let's find a place to splop these down. Now we're going to put it right next to the existing ritual here. And we're going to start with the flowers on the outside. So basically you put 5 flowers on blocks. Then there's a gap of 1, another flower, a gap of 1, and the offering table. So there's a gap of 1, another flower, a gap of 1, and the offering table. And then we do the same thing the other side. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to help give us a guide for how this goes. Basically, you have... Oh, whoops, my bad. You have 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, and then 3 each side. So basically, this is like a donut around the offering table. 3 flowers on each edge, and then 5 flowers behind that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, last but not least, you connect these up on the corners of the 5. A little bit complicated, but you guys should get it. And if we zoom up, as you can... Oh my god, what's this guy doing here? Go on, shoo. So as you can see, a couple of circles. It looks like it should work. But also, because flowers are so irregular, it does look kind of messy. It's not perfectly circular, but it should work for us. So what do we need the offering table for? Well, let's think back. We were going to make the birthing ritual, right? Which needs the altar of birthing. And to make that, we need a token of euphoria and an ingot of the skies. Ingot of the skies. Oh, what the hell is this? Spirit of calling. So how do we make a spirit of calling? Oof, this is getting pretty technical. Aha, here we go, yeah. So we use bottled ghosts, bottled sunlight, diamond, infused iron ingots, tainted gold ingots. This is all actually very easy to get for us now. So, spirit of calling, and we can make 3 of these. Actually, no, we can make more. 9, and we'll go for 12, so we still got 1 tainted gold ingot left. So, for an example, we're going to put 3 of these infused iron ingots into the bowl here. You can't see, there isn't like an inventory. You can look inside, but it looks like there's 2 in there. So you have to take my word for it, there's 3 infused iron ingots in there. Now, to make this ritual happen, all you do is toss 1 spirit of calling on the floor near the offering table. The gods will hear our call, strike the dish with lightning, kablamo, and we get... if we're lucky. Aha! From the skies, the gods have gifted us with 3 ingots of the skies. So let's just grab up this block of iron that we infused earlier and do the same thing again. Now I wonder, if we put like a block of infused iron, will that work as well as ingots? So in goes the block, down goes the spirit of calling. Praise the sun! Oh no. Looks like the gods don't like blocks, they only like ingots. Fair enough. Can't fault them on that. Doesn't really matter because you can put 9 ingots in at a time, so. Wow, I love that lightning strike effect. So cool, so cool. And there we go, more ingots of the skies, perfect. So into the bowl goes a token of joy. Onto the ground goes a spirit of calling. Praise the sun. First off, where's my upgraded doll? Oh, there it is. Thank you, Jesus, I guess. Or Allah, or somebody, whoever's up there. Thank you very much for the sweet, sweet token of euphoria. I feel euphoric. So what we want here is the altar of birthing. It looks like we have everything we need in the computer. Perfect. Ho, ho, ho. Let's put this bad boy down. And again, finally, see how this thing works. Now we've got just enough space over here, I think, to use it. Wait, do we? What is it for? How does it work? Well, let's look in the book and see what it says. Oh my god, it's another multi-block structure. Oh, okay. Well, we need wheat. We need stone bricks mixed with... No, what is that stuff? I think that's infused stone. And what are those planks? Infused planks, maybe? There we go. Right, so it's infused brick, ancient planks, and hay bales. How do we get ancient planks? We need to make ancient trees. How do we make ancient trees? Oh man, this is turning into a real pain in the butt. However, we are going to get a pig after this. The quest for a pig. Ancient planks come from ancient logs. Ancient logs are made by ancient saplings. Ancient saplings are created at the ritual of the forest when you mix poppies, dandelions, golden leaves, wheat seeds, sugar canes, all these things we have. Perfect. Well, we can make one of these. Bada boom, bada bing. And there we go. Perfect. We have ourselves an ancient sapling. I don't know what this is. I don't know how it works, but let's plant one and find out because maybe it looks really cool. Oh, it's a big oh my god. This is a really cool looking tree. I love this tree. Oh my god, I love this tree. I love it. I love this tree. So let's dig it up. So we have the ancient planks. Now it's time to infuse some stone over at the altar. There we go, and the hay bales should complete what we need to craft this. The altar of birthing on top, like that. Oh, it's complete! Now we right click on it and it's got no interface again. So how do we get this thing to work? The altar of birthing? Well, sneak to view. View entry. Altar of birthing. The required spirit of birthing can be obtained easily by a person breeding two passive animals together while there is a, quote brackets, slight excess of aura present in the surrounding area. What the hell? For each new baby born, there is a chance of a few spirits of birthing to be created in the process. Well, okay. Let's go and find that spot earlier, up in the hills, where there was a high natural amount of aura. We'll take a cardboard box that we have that has one of the spawners in. So we're going to need a fluid XP bucket, seed. There we go, a wheat seed. And then if you put the mob swab in the middle, that should create the GM chicken feed. Here we go. We're going to feed this to a chicken. So where is the chicken? God, they're so hard to see inside these leaves. There you are, my friend. So how does this work? You give this guy the food.
Happy birthday, Taco!
Hooray! And we've got ourselves a cow spawn egg. Hooray! Now, to make sure we don't mess this up, I'm just going to clear out a space. Put down the cardboard box. Expose it, and then put the spawn egg in. Boom. Instantly, it's now a cow spawner. We can box it up, and then pick it up. Oh, we have our first customer. One single cow. Now come here, you. I've got some wheat. We're going to breed you with a dude, and hopefully we should get these spirits because there's an abundance of aura here. Aha, here we go. Now kiss. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, we were so lucky. On our first try, we got exactly what we're looking for. The spirits of birthing. Oh my god, we've got cow overload over here. Go away, my dudes. So let's box up this spawner. Like so. And then pick it up. Perfecto. Right, so we want a pig. Now I believe we toss raw pork chops on the ground, and then we toss the spirit of birthing on the ground. The two combine, and we get a pig. Now we have to be ready. We need to make a mob swab for when this guy appears. We have one in the computer, spare. All we need now is a pork chop. Now I must have gathered these pork chops from piglins in the nether. You guys have said, why are you bothering farming pigs? If you can't find a pig, just farm some of the hoglins or the pigs from the nether. I mean, that would have been cool, but I really wanted to research Nature's Aura, and I feel like it's been really rewarding to check this mod out. So here we go. The pork chop and the spirits of birthing. We've only got 3 of these, so we cannot waste them. And the mob swab for when the pigu arrives. So down goes the pork chop. Down goes the spirit of birthing. Is this gonna... Ooh! Ooh! Are we... Yes! Oh my god! At long last, finally, we have found a pig. And there he is, the little pork chop. Oh man, so we have a pig spawn egg now that we've used to... Well, we don't get a pig spawn egg, we get a mob... Wait, what's that noise? Wait a minute, what? Did we get 2? Did that... Oh my god, did a pig just spawn? After all this? After everything we've done? Oh! Well, guys, thank you for watching my guide to Nature's Aura. It's a very cool mod. There's a little bit more that you can do. There's a lot more to Aura than meets the eye. There are ways to replenish Aura in an area, and there are also way more tools that you can use. We had a very simple goal, and that was to use the Altar of Birthing to... Get out of here. Get out of here, you crazy pig. We had a very simple goal, and that was to get pigs. But if you want to check the mod out, there's a whole bunch more to it. I've been Sjin, thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll see you guys next time for some more All the Mods 6. Take care.